By this point, Disney parks probably know they have a problem. Why? Well, the grand finale of Tiana's Bayou adventure, the Splash Mountain replacement, is no zippity-doo-dah day. That is not okay, because this is not an earworm people will play throughout the parks. Worse, perhaps, it's not even satisfactual. Folks will tell you why Disney may have a disaster already on their hands. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Pro Channel, where we endeavor to explain entertainment, keep you ahead of the culture curve. It is a joy getting to do so each and every day, and you all make it possible. Click that like button, and let's dive in with Lorena Creole. And Lorena, welcome back to the channel.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yes. And Lorena, the PR blitz is in full force right now from Disney and all of the sycophants of the House of Mouse who are bragging about Tiana's Bayou Adventure, all of the videos coming out. And we can't blame the company for wanting to do that. We also can't blame the shills for doing what they do. Scott Gustin here from this tweet is no shill, by the way. He's simply telling us what is out. But he says the full version of Special Spice from the finale scene of Tiana's Bayou Adventure. No, folks, that's not a Spice Girl that's been added. Releases tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe Tiana is a Spice Girl now. I think she is a Spice Girl on digital streaming platforms. Written by PJ Morton.
Well, I had to look it up, but apparently he was the keyboardist for Maroon 5.
Exactly. Featuring vocals by Anika Nani Rose, and he's got a sneak peek. Now, folks, we can't play that sneak peek for obvious reasons, but what we can do is we can bring up the lyrics here. And the reason that this matters is because, Lorena, you've listened to this, I've listened to this, and over the past months, we've reported here that there was great consternation at the House of Mouse when it came to the soundtrack of this ride, because they decided, in all of their infinite wisdom, to do a brand new finale song instead of going to the soundtrack, where they have wonderful hits. They decided to do something brand new, and we all know how that can go. And it seems like it went exactly the way that we were anticipating. Let me show you the lyrics to this, and I'll tell you why I think this is just sort of phoned in. This is out of AttractMagazine.com by Blake Taylor. Special Spice, a new song from Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And folks, I still can't get over the fact they're calling this Special Spice. I mean, who at Disney didn't go, you know what? That sounds like a Spice Girl thing. Maybe we shouldn't do that. It's an anthem of joy and positivity. Of course, we could click this, but then we'd have this video in deep trouble real quick. But we can read the lyrics to you, and you all decide as we read the lyrics if you could do any better. Special Spice. Come on in. I'm glad you made it. You're all my friends. Let me just say this. The only thing required is to be true to the very unique thing that makes you, you. Toss your talent in like making gumbo. You stir it all in to make the perfect combo. Nothing is wasted. It all gets used. Like when we play together, we can't lose. It's a joyful celebration. You don't need an invitation. It's joyful now everyone can see. Your very special spice makes us complete. Okay. There's hidden treasure here in the bayou. Keep yourself open. Life can float right by you. That's two bayous, folks. It may surprise you what you can find underneath the surface with an open mind. It's a joyful celebration. You don't need an invitation. It's joyful now everyone can see. Your very special spice makes us complete. Sometimes it's hard to believe that the very thing we were looking for was right here all along. Let's not waste any more time doubting what's inside. Everyone can sing the song. Wow. Come on, everybody. It's a joyful celebration. You all get the idea. Now, compare that to the lyrics and the iconic song that is Zippity-Doo-Dah, which is Zippity-Doo-Dah, Zippity-A, my oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine coming my way. Zippity-Doo-Dah, Zippity-A. And then Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder. It's a fact. You get the idea, folks.
Mm-hmm.
There's an iconic nature to the original finale, and this one feels muddled. Lorena, please, if you've got a differing opinion, share it. What did you think when you listened to the song?
When I first heard the song, I'm like, it's peppy, but it sounds like music, like the hold music that you would listen to, because there wasn't anything that made it unique, like Zippity-Doo-Dah, with the way that the lyrics are, with the way that the music is, with the way that it's sung. It grabs you very, very quickly. With this song, I listen to it and I'm like, I'm trying to figure out just what the heck it is that they're talking about. And
well, apparently, Lorena, you're supposed to go find the spice in the ride. Spoilers, folks. And it turns out that there is no spice. You're the spice. You,
So,
Lorena, are
so
the
it was
spice girl.
so it was within you all along. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, and that's not about flatulence, folks. Don't make that joke. We've already got Tafiti's backside of water. Don't make the joke that you have the secret spice inside of you. Oh man, there are going to be some
I
dads
can't.
making some serious jokes on this one.
I can't. I mean, I like the idea of uniqueness and the power that you have inside of you. That is something that's been a Disney trope since forever. You know, they always talk about that. But the thing is, with Splash Mountain, the end song was such a rousing tune to a very satisfying conclusion. It's like, oh, okay, we find the spice, blah, blah, blah. We head into the finale scene. I would think there would be something much larger than talking about special spice, and the spice that we were all looking for was inside you all along. We've heard that story before.
Lorena, you just need to spice up your life. That's what you need. You're just a hardened cynic as a result of your anti-Spice Girl days back in the late 90s. I know what's going on here. But Lorena, the other problem here is that this song does not have a strong melody. It doesn't have a strong hook to the music. And so it's not really something that you could play instrumentally in the rest of the park like Zippity Doo Dah, which immediately everyone knows, and they still know, much to the chagrin of Disney. Let's take a look at how the reception is going. And folks, as we said, you know, it's our understanding based on sources that have reached out that internally Disney knows this did not perform well. It's not going to perform well. Now, the good news for them is in July in Florida, getting on a flume ride that splashes you. Don't call it Splash Mountain, folks. Don't dare do it. Getting on a ride that splashes you with water might be enticing, regardless of whether it's as good as the original. But Scott Gustin, if we go down here, take a look at these responses, because you would expect, and Scott Gustin is no small account, you would expect that as people are responding, they would respond positively if it was a good song. Instead, we get, why not use the amazing Randy Newman songs from the film, which I think is a great thing. Dark Ride Art says, someone said special spice, which is a great meme. We've got Hoyan, who says, I'm confused. Which one was special spice? Again, great. Then we've got Joseph, who says, at the 13-second mark, anyone hear Zippity Doo Dah? No, I didn't, but they could have done that. It would have been better. Miss Arts Rule says, I think instead of special spice, it should have been special gumbo for me, or for you and me. That would make me want to buy gumbo. John Castillo says, now I'll be able to sing along. Well, good. Jason says the spice must flow. And then, getting 4 likes, they got rid of Zippity Doo Dah for this. Shameful, says Ashley Churn. And that is not an isolated opinion if we were to go check out some of the other responses from other places to this song. So it's not like people are just ecstatic and go, oh, that is wonderful. Now it's totally worth it. It's more like people are making jokes because it's not capturing and enrapturing their imaginations and their feelings when they listen to it. So, Lorena, do you think it's playable in the rest of the park? I mean, like if you played it in other places, do you think people are going to be clapping their hands on their leg? Do you think they're going to be patting their foot on the ground as they hear it?
No, because there isn't a good enough hook to this song to make people want to pay attention and listen. People might mistakenly think that it's, music coming from the gift shop. There's nothing that makes you stop and listen at all when you hear this. And I think it's a huge mistake, because when people go to theme parks like Walt Disney World,
the hook really matters.
The hook really matters, and the music from the movies really matter, because you are trying to get that same emotional hit that you got when you saw the film. And even if you didn't see the film, the music is powerful enough that you're like, wow, that makes complete and total sense. So no, this is going to be so forgettable with so many people looking so confused.
Lorena, you've brought up a question I've got to ask now. You have brought to mind something I had not thought of yet. Is this another Galaxy's Edge where you hit the bottom of the ride and you're supposed to get the big song from the soundtrack that people know and love and they have an emotional connection to it, and instead you get, what the crap is this?
Yes.
It's like Galaxy's Edge, where you go in and you're like, oh, I can't wait. I'm going to hear John Williams music playing and I'm going to meet 3PO and R2D2 and oh my gosh. And then you get there and you're like, what the crap is this? This is, what is this place? This is like some sort of Rocky outpost with Star Wars fake performers running around in blue hair and weird makeup.
I have to tell you, I knew this ride is going to leave so many people with so many questions, because you know where the drop is?
What is the drop?
Okay, so instead of the briar patch, we've got grass and 2 frogs on a log.
2 frogs on a log. That's the start of a very long song. Lorena. And they're at the bottom of this, not the Bayou, the sea. Sorry, folks. So anyway, Lorena, I have a feeling, though, that having a differing opinion about this ride is going to be mark you for hostile reactions from the pixie dusters and the shills. So how do you think this is going to be accepted by those who are just normal families and they're like, where's my Splash Mountain? Are they going to feel free to express that? Or do you think that they're going to say, I don't really want to be bashed over the head for being a horrible person for not liking this virtue signal attraction?
I think for your regular family who's just going to Disney, who isn't really on the internet that much, or they've got kids who are, but just want shots for TikTok, I think they're pretty safe. Pixie dusters seem to exist in their own
Pixie
bubble, Yeah, exactly. Their own pixie bubble, so to speak, as opposed to the people who are just like, we're just going here one time. We're trying to get it over with. It's a ride. It looks like, it'll cool us off in the hot weather. We just check it out. We get our pictures. We get our videos for TikTok and we're out.
That's right. Lorena, here's going to be my guess on this. I think that Tiana's Bayou Adventure is going to do fine during the hot months. And I think it's going to have, well, how about this? I think if you average it throughout the year, if you measure the average wait time, and we should do this in about a year, I think it's going to come in significantly under what Splash Mountain maintained for a wait time in a year. Now, they're the same attraction, they have the same capacity, but I'm going to bet that this is going to be less popular, and I think it's because they have mistakenly misunderstood the power of iconography. And when we have songs like this, I think it portends trouble for Disney. I think they know that. And I would not be surprised, Lorena, if there are quite a few Disney cast members wearing the special suits out there, doing questionnaires and taking surveys with guests, because they're going to have to wrap their mind around what's coming for them in terms of less people being excited about it. Do you think this will be more or less popular than Splash Mountain?
I think it will definitely be less popular than Splash Mountain.
Well, that is no good, because Splash Mountain was so important to the Magic Kingdom, as it had those big lines. It pulled people out of the rest of the park. If you have this big ride that suddenly doesn't have as many people interested, it's going to increase the wait times for all the other attractions, and that is no good. I do want to say, Lorena, before we hop out, I want to give a note of positivity to everybody out there. We are hearing actually that the Country Bear Jamboree is going pretty darn well right now. So it's not as if we're negative on everything. I've got my misgivings on the Country Bear Jamboree, but we're being told that much of the work for the Country Bear Jamboree was actually outsourced to Nashville and the groups out there, and that it's actually authentically well done. That Disney put some of the artists in a hard spot because they're having to redo classic Disney songs with a country twang, but that it's actually going better than expected. So, folks, we're not here to bash everything, but if we had our druthers, we'd take Splash Mountain any day of the year in terms of which one matters more, Country Bears or Splash. Tiana's Bayou Adventure might be a bashing for Disney. Lorena, tell the folks where they can find you, because you are you are an eminent source of information for the parks. So where can they find you on this great, big, beautiful web?
Oh, well, folks, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twix, X, Twitter, and of course, you can find me on YouTube for various videos and live streams where I keep it very real when it comes to theme parks.
That's right, folks. No pixie dust there. And if you want to find out what is going on and get your vacation ready, there's only one place that you need to go and be steady as a subscriber. It's Lorena Creole. Folks, like, share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms, it's the notification bell, and drop a comment down below, low. We have so much content on the way, folks, we can't even keep up with it. The Acolyte is coming soon, and oh my gosh, folks, I may live stream after every episode. This is going to be the dumpster fire of all dumpster fires. They know it. They know we know it. And folks, I can't, the people that are watching it, that are talking to me, it's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. So this may be truly the end of the vision of Kathleen Kennedy for Star Wars. It's wowza. All right, folks, that's it for us for today, though. We will see you very, very soon. Don't forget the Pro Show is live Tuesdays at noon Eastern, and we will see you then. More content between now and then, though, folks. And until then, if I can say then one more time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.
Floral, it's time for you to walk the plank.
What? Why?
Because you haven't subscribed to WDW Pro yet. Nor bookmark thatparkplace.com on your web browser to get great articles from great contributors.
What?